Listen, man, I know these past few videos I haven't been driving around, and it isn't changing on this video. Because I gotta piss. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta piss really bad. So I don't know if I can even make this video as long as I want to make it, or say everything I want to say, because I'm be thinking about how I have to go piss, like really bad. So we're gonna see. But how y'all doing? I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. It is your boy. I've got to confess my love for Kingdom Hearts right now. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know who I'm confessing it to, because I've always shown. I wear the dang pin. I don't think it's in here. I wear the dang pin on my black hat, man. So, you know what it is. You know the vibes. I love Kingdom Hearts, always have. It was one of the first games that I actually fell in love with, you know? It made me realize that I love games type shit. And having my parents walk in the room being like, what the fuck are you playing, bro? What the fuck is this? I'm like, what? It's fucking Donald, man. It's Donald and Goofy. Why are you so mad? What's the problem? I've loved Kingdom Hearts, bro. My first actual exposure to Kingdom Hearts was back in the day. I went to this daycare, and this daycare was called Oak Tree. This daycare was dope. We go on little trips, and every now and then go do things. But when I was growing up in this daycare, I had a friend named Joe in there, right? His name was Joe. We would ride the bus. We wouldn't actually talk a whole lot outside the bus. I mean, we would hang out and stuff, but I was an active kid, so when we weren't like doing, like sitting down, then I was moving. I was doing something. So yeah, we would hang out on the bus every now and then whenever we have our trips, and when we sat together, he would tell me about Kingdom Hearts. He would tell me about the games he plays, and one of them was Kingdom Hearts. It was 1 and maybe 2. Definitely 1 though. Definitely 1. And he would tell me about Kingdom Hearts, and he'd be like, yeah, man. You know, there's a game where there's this little kid. Just a random kid from like, I don't even know if he told me anything about Sora really, but he was like, there's this kid named Sora, and this named Riku, and then Kairi, and then there's he meets up with Donald and Goofy, and he has this sword. The sword's like, it's a big old key, he calls it the Keyblade. And then Riku has one, but he has a dark one. He has a dark one. So it's a dark Keyblade, so that one's crazy and edgy. And it was like, he would just give me all these little things about Kingdom Hearts, and I would just piece together the game and the story and all the stuff in my head, and it was just like the coolest thing ever that I just never ever seen or played or heard of, you know. And he would just tell me about it on a bunch of these rides, and eventually I stopped going to eventually we couldn't afford the daycare no more. I stopped going to the daycare, and stopped seeing Joe, obviously. So, but I was out one day doing something. I think I was getting allowance or something like that. I had a couple bucks. I think it was me. No, I think it was my mom, actually. I'm lying. I think my mom or my dad or somebody got it for me. We saw it out somewhere. Or maybe I was home. Actually, I remember. It was a Christmas present. I said, hey, I want this game on PlayStation called Kingdom Hearts. Friend's been telling me about it. So, mind you, Joe has been telling me about Kingdom Hearts 1 this whole time. I don't think he really ever told me about Kingdom Hearts 2. If he did, it was like only a little bit. But he never really told me about Kingdom Hearts 2. It was mostly 1. And, I was like, yeah, I want Kingdom Hearts for Christmas, something. So next day, opened it up, got my presents, opened up all my things. Are mostly games because I love my games and I love my PS2. I had that bad boy for years, man. I'm so mad that I don't have it no more. But things happen. You get broke. You got to sell some shit. And I've had to sell a little bit of my collections thus far. It's pretty sad, but it is what it is. Maybe one day I'll get it back. We'll open them up. Open that bad boy up, and it was Kingdom Hearts 2. It was Kingdom Hearts 2, but I didn't know that. I just seen Kingdom Hearts. I didn't actually notice the little 2 in the middle of the artwork. So I turn it on, and I'm like, man, this is crazy. Also, I'm young, too, so, you know. Turn it on, I'm hyped. I'm like, yeah, finally, blah, blah, blah. I get to do this, do that. I'm playing through the game, and it took me a second. But at some point, it took me a while, actually. But at some point, I realized, like, wait a second. I think it took me around until I beat the game, honestly. Like, a long time. Took me a long time to realize, like, oh, actually, this is the second game, and I just skipped a whole lot of shit. Like, a whole lot of extra shit that I could have been. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. You know, the game starts with Roxas and shit, and I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, bro. Yo. Her. So I was lost as fuck. But I was having a great time. And I played the fuck out of that original Kingdom Hearts 2 release on PS2. Like, a lot. I definitely vividly remember having at least 400 hours on just one of the save files. Just one of them. 400 hours. Legit. On just one save file on the PS2. And that was back in the day. And I ended up playing through that Kingdom Hearts 20 times, dude. 15 times. So many goddamn times. So, yeah. I don't know, bro. I have a lot of hours in it. I remember even the first game I ever bought was Chain of Memories, Chain of Memories on PS2. Cause that was back when like GameSpot and, you know, just a lot of these other little sites were doing things and having reviews and all that type of stuff, right? But that was when GameSpot was popping. That's where I got a lot of my information from, and seeing that it was coming out, I was like, oh man. Went to my little local game store. It was called Play and Trade at the time. Rest in peace to Play and Trade. That store was so fire. Went over there and at like, I don't even know, 12 or something, went up there and pre-ordered my first game, and bought it when it finally came out. That was the first thing I ever bought with like some allowance money or something. I don't even remember where I got it from. But ended up buying it and played the hell out of it. It was weird to figure out at first, but it was cool. I enjoyed it. And maybe that's part of my, I don't know, love, I guess, or maybe that's why I got my cape on for Chain of Memories more than other people. Because it's just got a little bit more of a sentimental value, I suppose, being the first game I ever bought. But I played the hell out of it, and I loved it. And at some point, I don't know when, but at some point I ended up copping the original Kingdom Hearts 1. And being that I've went through the games in the way that I went through them, Kingdom Hearts 2 was always king for me. And when I went through Kingdom Hearts 1, it was really confusing. It was really confusing, and it was, I don't know. It was just weirder. was just a lot weirder. Everything people say about the games, 1 versus 2, is basically just how I felt, but you know, exaggerated because I was a kid and not as smart. So, but I enjoyed it, bro. I enjoyed it. And that was around the time too when this was like young days of YouTube. And somehow still, through all the infancy of YouTube, there was still things that you could watch and keep you updated on what's happening, you know, and just with the series. And you know, I was there for the cycles of the remakes coming out, and the re-releases, I should say, the final mixes. You know, I was there for Dream Drop Distance, like the original release. Like around Dream Drop Distance was kind of when the YouTube scene for Kingdom Hearts was like a thing. You know, it became like a thing where there was content starting to be made about it in different ways. Because before that, it was mostly the era of no commentary, just gameplay, raw gameplay clips. But a lot of the Kingdom Hearts stuff was also just mods, you know. And that was just a lot of the content for Kingdom Hearts back in the day. So, but at some point, yeah, around Dream Drop Distance, it started to ramp up, and that's when I was getting a lot of my information, and that's when I was starting to, you know, just really feel like I was like part of the community, I guess, even though I wasn't part of the community, but I was like part of the in crowd, I guess. I knew about the things that were coming, and that's when I started to really just be in touch with games in general, you know. GameSpot in general was king for that for me. That will always be the granddaddy for me personally of like games culture, you know, the interviews, the tournaments, the reviews, all of it. So yeah, all super dope. Never had a Game Boy, so I never could play the original Chain of Memories. At some point, I ended up grabbing some DS's that at some point I also had to sell off. But I believe I still got the Kingdom Hearts games associated with them, and I played them all and beat them all. Then I remember the ramp up for Kingdom Hearts 3 with the 0.2 with Aqua and stuff, and that was fucking sick. So sick. And having the mobile games and stuff, and that's just when like gaming culture just kind of shifted a little bit from where it was. Yeah, man. I've had a lot of I had a lot of history with Kingdom Hearts, man. I've got, like I said, all of the collections. I've got all the collections. I bought Kingdom Hearts stuff in general a million times, dude. Like a million times. I got the collector's edition, I think, I got one of the collector's editions of Kingdom Hearts 3 that came with the steel book or whatever, and the art book, and the pen that I wear. And then I got the other 2 collections that also came with pens, I think, at some point, but I lost one of them. Actually, I think I lost both of them now that I think about it. But I think they came with pins, and I think I lost them. Which sucks, because I really, the pins are cool. Pins are cool. But yeah, I got all that shit, you know? I got all that. I got a little collection of Kingdom Key. I got a collection of Keyblades, like the little metal collection you can get for like 15, 20 bucks online. Little metal collection of the gold and silver ones. Got those just hanging out in the room somewhere. You know, I bought Kingdom Hearts for Xbox and PlayStation. so I could play it on either one, you know. I love Kingdom Hearts, bro. Period. Love Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 2 was always go for me, but Kingdom Hearts 3 was a solid game too. I can't lie, it definitely disappointed in some aspects. Like, for sure, disappointed in some aspects, but in others, bro, it was really fucking dope. It was really dope to see the level design level up like it did. It was really dope to see the combat go the way it did, although I still never completely clicked with me at like a high level. With the air stepping of it all. The air stepping kind of was a little hard for me to kind of grasp around. Mostly because I felt like it was never really clear when to air step for an opportunity to attack and not get messed up. As opposed to like the staggering system and the revenge value stuff where you can kind of trial and error figure that out a little easier, a little bit more, I don't know. It's just more obvious visually for me. But yeah, other than that, the combat was super sick. I really enjoyed the transformations. I thought that was a cool direction to take it in, although I think some of them are kind of obsolete compared to others. But I mean, I guess that's just bound to happen. With as many Keyblades as you get in the game, all of them can't be as valuable as the next one, but I don't know, bro. I feel like the character development slipped up a little bit. I feel like some of the lines could have been better. Could have been better read. Better delivered, I should say. That's my brother, by the way. I don't know, bro. The pacing was wrong. It felt like, I don't know, bro. Maybe it's because of the length of the worlds. I think that's really kind of the problem, bro, which is fucked up because you want the worlds to be bigger, more expansive, more detailed, all that. But living in those Disney worlds for as long as you are takes away from the main thing, the main overarching narrative, man. You know? Especially whenever you're not seeing the bad guys as often and you're only seeing the Disney bad guys. And it just feels like you're disconnected, you know? You're literally going into, it's like two separate games, you know? I think that was a good thing. I think that was what was smart about, personally, I think that's what was smart about Kingdom Hearts 2 pacing, was that they divided your visits up. Like, they split them all in two, so you're not there for, I don't know, however many hours at a time, you know? You're only there for a second. You'll slide out, do some things, make your rounds, you know, do some important things and then come back and then finish everything up. And it just felt like it flowed more naturally, you know? It felt like you were still in the mix, you know? I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you get taken out the mix whenever you're fucking riding around on a ship in the Caribbean for however long and scooping up crabs or fucking, you know, fucking around in Toy Story for however long. Like, Toy Story is sick. The world is probably the best world in the game, but it's also like its downfall to me because it's just so good. You get in there and you're in Toy Story. And then you hop out and you're like, oh yeah, aren't we supposed to be doing a thing? I don't know. And then Cage 1 kind of had that problem, but it only had that problem at the time. Nowadays, people know how to navigate through the levels and stuff quicker, and, you know, you're not going to be in these worlds that long. They weren't that super big to begin with, but, yeah, we know where to go. We know how to navigate things, so it's just not going to be as long doing all that. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll tell you what, though. I don't think it'll ever happen. I think we're too late. But I would love. First off, I'll say I would love for them to actually remake Days. But if they don't, which they probably won't, I would love. This is another game, going back to another video I posted, another conversational video I posted about games. This is another franchise that I feel like they should have been done something multiplayer. I don't know what it is, but like they should have been done something like that. Like, what's taking so long? Why? Why is it so difficult? Why can't we just have a co-op mode? Why can't we just have like a little 4-player thing? Why can't we just run through the story with 2 Soras? Is that crazy to think about? Like, is it that bad? Is it gonna take you out the game that much? Like, I don't know. There's no online mode where we can fight each other. There's no arena. There's no MMO. You know, all of us go and level up and fight these things together. There's none of that. And it just feels like it's right there, man. Like, you could easily do this. And they do it on your phone in a 2D setting that looks nothing like the Kingdom Hearts we all knew, you know, so. Excuse me, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like they fumble in that bag, personally. But maybe they'll get back to it. We'll see. Kingdom Hearts 4 itself, I'm super excited for, though. I love that it feels like it's a reboot might be a strong word. Fresh take might be a strong word. But it feels something like that. You know, it's a refreshing thing that they're doing with it, where it's like seemingly, you know, different art style, different area, like different I don't know, situation, I guess, where it's like we don't really know what's going on with all this stuff, you know. We got foretellers and masters and quadratum and just a bunch of crazy shit going on, you know. Just interested to see how all this stuff really blends together. I think I don't really need to like comment too much about gameplay, because I feel like it's gonna be solid regardless. It's just a matter of if it's gonna be better or worse than Cage 3. But I think it's gonna be solid regardless. End game is what I'm kind of interested in. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with that. I'm interested to see if it's gonna be something we get or if it's something we gotta buy. If it's gonna be coming later, you know, if we're gonna get a Dark Inferno again type situation. But I guess we'll see with that. I think they'll be fumbling the bag if they don't add some multiplayer component to Kingdom Hearts 4. Can't lie to you. And that would be such a great surprise if they did. But I feel like they'll be fumbling that bag really hard. With that being said, I think that's about all I got to say. I could go on just about a bunch of different things about Kingdom Hearts that I love and things that I got gripes with. I will say one of the things that really sold me once I started playing Kingdom Hearts as a whole was the symbolism. I think no games basically ever do symbolism like Kingdom Hearts does symbolism. And they hint at things, they tell stories, it's just really dope how they approach this stuff. You know? From wayfinders and like star-shaped things, you know, 5-pointed star-shaped things with Palpu fruits and wayfinders and charms and this and that, you know, to flying through the air like a dang shooting star, or diving into ocean or water, you know, like all of these things mean something, you know what I mean? Like just all type of things, yellow eyes, music, you know, themes, like theme music and stuff like that, fucking hair, fucking just all type of stuff, bro. Like there's symbolism for everything. His crown necklace, his fucking, you know, just everything. I just love how they tell stories through little shit. Like they might not tell, the story might not be for everybody. I mean, it's not going to be for everybody regardless, but it might not be for everybody in its traditional sense. But whenever you look into all this little stuff and how these things lead to this and how this kind of connects to that and et cetera, all that shit is super goddamn cool to me. So, and I just love that shit. I nerd out for that shit. So, that's all I got though. I'm getting hungry now too, and I gotta piss. So it's like a double whammy right now. So it's time for me to get inside. I gotta thaw out some slamming salmon. You know what I'm saying? Thaw out some salmon for this ramen I'm about to make. Probably eat a toaster strudel. You know what I'm saying? A little snacky snack. I don't know. I think that's about it. I think that's about it, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, bro. Appreciate y'all for listening to me out for like a minute. A fucking hot ass minute. I appreciate it a lot. I don't got much else to say, bro. I know I needed to come out here and talk to y'all though for a minute, so I appreciate you for listening. Until next time, bro. Music's coming. You know what it is. Dukes.